Are you tired of it yet? The being tagged in my photos.
No, I actually laugh every time because I'm just like,
What was the smoke with you and Sadel? Like, why did you guys go your separate ways?
no man, I felt like there was no, there's a lot of us. We are in the label, and also it's starting with the frustrations. I would need attention now to a certain extent.
Yeah, you need your
I would
own
need
also.
to, yeah, I would need to release. There was just a lot of frustration. And there's also now he has to release his stuff. He has to what to now. I'm frustrated. Why is my thing postponed? Why is my water? And I feel like I have to be releasing manje, and then people are not releasing, and then others are releasing or whatever. It was just a frustration. It went to a point where now it's just like it has to get to that point. You go to okay, sharp now. I think this is the best one. Let's just
leave it like
yeah,
this.
boy, yeah. My sister introduced me to a group called The Soil.
Okay.
Yeah, so now when they start like listening to like this first song I actually listened to was Sunday by The Soil. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah,
Because I'm just like, these people sound so dope. And then when she told me that they don't use instruments, it's just all like voices, I'm like, yeah, man, no.
Okay, never mind. It's crazy that the answers nobody had I found when searching for myself. Let's toast to victory. Pick up your glass, show me love for once. Let's toast to victory. Welcome to Choppin It with Bhuda T. I am. Ooh, feels good to be back. The Lord of the entire, the Lord of the every, Lord of the fit. Don't ever get it twisted. Lord of the entire, Shade Game is the verdict. Himity the boy. Lord of the fly in and out. Lord of the really living it. Lord of the outside. Lord of the hip hop and the Yano niggas. We in the cut doing it on every level. On another episode of Choppin It with Bhuda T with my twin and them. SINO Solo, ladies and gentlemen. That's fire. Welcome, big dog.
Thank you so much, bro.
How are you?
Thank so much. I'm good. How's it?
I'm well. Are you tired of it yet? The being tagged in my photos.
No, I actually laugh every time because I'm just like, okay, maybe I laugh because maybe I see it as well. Sometimes I'm just like,
Yeah.
Because there was a picture actually that I saw. I think you were wearing like a green
Yeah.
shirt or something.
Also, you agree on that photo.
And I'm like, oh, man, why does it look like me? I'm like, oh, it's not me. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've also seen you like on the explore page and be like, yo, what snap is this? Where was I here? Like, it's the other guy.
Yeah.
It's cool, I guess. The first time I heard someone say that, actually, and that was actually the first time I heard about you.
Oh, yeah?
It was probably like, I think 4 years ago. A friend of mine who comes was tattooing this guy somewhere in PTA, and he's like, yo, man, you look like SINO. So I'm like, who's that? Like, who's that? Yeah. It's like, nah, he's a vocalist on the Yano. So he pulled out a photo of you. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah.
I guess.
But also another thing, it's so crazy how, like, people maybe you won't be like in the public eye like that, nah? And then you won't know anyone that looks like you. But all of a sudden you're there, and then all of a sudden there's someone who's like, how is that even possible? Like,
and then all of a sudden it's like 20 people that look like you.
Hey, but there's others, they'll be like, nah, you look like SINO. This person looks like, I'm like,
No.
no.
Now I've had people that I have to tell who, nah, they playing with
This
you.
one, nah.
How do you decide who looks like and who doesn't?
No, man, they look like I have to check maybe like, I have to check the reason why they said they look like me. Probably like maybe it's the look or maybe the glasses or something. Yeah. If there's none of that, I'm like, my man, you are too far.
Yeah, because with me also, I think when I dress a certain way, then they feel like, is that? Is that? So you're the closer version of me. You're from where again?
I'm from Matatera.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
grew up in Flagstaff. Yeah, but it's just that they fight together. They be like, nah, my man, you're from Matatera, not from Flagstaff. Yeah, but like I grew up in Flagstaff. Yeah, but like my roots, I would say, they're in
It's
Matatera.
Matatier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where's Fled? Who?
Flagstaff.
Where's that?
Flagstaff is in the Eastern Cape. If you've heard of Pisana, or
Yeah,
if you've
yeah.
heard
I've
of
heard of
Mtata,
Bizana.
if you have like you've heard of Ulsigisi, it's around, but it's closer to Sigisi, closer to Mtata, and closer to Pisana as well, just in the middle.
Okay. It sounds hella colored though. Was it a colored area?
No, man. Actually, I've heard that one before because with the way I speak, now, sometimes they'll be like, nah, bro, why is he sound like this? But I'm just like, it doesn't, like, I'm not even aware when it happens.
Yeah.
But, like, it's very Mpondo, if you've heard, like, of Mpondo people. Yeah, Xhosa mixed with Zulu, just mixed with, like, a lot of stuff. But it's just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Makaya.
Yeah.
There's no...
So it's Bundu.
Very Pondo.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very. It's even, like, one-way street, like main road.
Yeah, just one main
Enter this
road
side,
and then
go out the other side.
yeah. Which is pretty much how it was like Opongolo as well, which is where
Oh, yeah?
I'm from. Yeah, in KZN, even KZN. Have you ever heard of Pongolo? It's like
Pongolo, is it not closer to the border as Eswatini?
yeah. It's borderline them sides. Yeah. So it's similar upbringing that side. How long were you out there?
No, I started like actually staying in Pisana because my parents used to like work in Pisana. They like they teachers, so and then from there we moved to a Flagstaff because of work as well, and then I stayed like from grade 1 to grade 5, and then I left boarding school like in some other school, and then I came back till matric. I think I would say most of my life, like maybe like I would say 20 years.
Oh, shit, so you, excuse me, you bundled it your whole life.
I bundled, I bundled.
That's fire.
Yeah, I bundled like all my life. And crazy
sometimes
enough,
I regret like
not
having to
staying in
have,
the bundle.
because, or maybe is it just the fantasizing as a man who bundled it your whole life? What would you say?
Nah, I mean, like, bundling is a very nice thing, because I feel like it keeps you grounded, even though some things you won't know about, in terms of, like, maybe, like, social media stuff, or speaking English, or just being exposed to city life, Because for me, when I went to, I remember, like, varsity, it was my first time, like, I think 2016, 2017, it was my first time knowing about YouTube.
Yeah.
Like,
when you got
YouTube,
to varsity,
and then I started opening even my like Instagram then, and I was like, yo, because I thought like Instagram, it's just a big thing. I'm like, my man, it's only celebrities that enter that thing. It's not, And then I got exposed to such things, and then I wasn't even used to speaking English because back in high school we were taught Xhosa and like we was taught English in Xhosa.
Okay,
it's just
doing on a high level.
Yeah, on the high. Even like a computer level that we had, we're not even using it. It was just in the food with us, it was just in the vibes. And no one was even bothered. No one was even like bothered about that,
Yeah. So the family life, how was that? Like, what was it like at the crib?
Oh, yeah.
Did the parents stay together?
Yeah.
Did you get whooped?
Like a lot, actually.
You got whooped a lot?
A lot, my man.
On what grounds?
Because I remember there was like, there's a dam. I feel like everyone does that. Like, there's a dam where we were not supposed to go there. But then we would go. But when you come back and get our Vaseline and stuff. So my
crazy level.
Won't like they move you fast. And then it's just like my family, man. Like I have 2 siblings. My older brother and my younger sister. So I'm the middle one. My parents have always been there. Since we were born and stuff. And my parents, like both my parents are teachers.
Dope.
And we're just in jail, like typical like family man. Just growing bit by bit, in terms of like, of course, where we stayed. As time goes, but it's just been like that. We go to church on Sundays, and we have to go to church on Sundays. Yeah, but it's
so
just
super religious.
very, very. If you don't go, it's gonna be a problem.
Both moms and pops, because usually the pops is kind of laid back at the crib. And
They get like the father's the one, cause
oh, he was the one pushing it.
My grandfather was a pastor.
Oh,
So
damn.
maybe like that's why it's like, go. Yeah, we have to wake up probably around 7. But the like church starts at 9.
Yeah. For everyone to prepare and get ready.
You have to. If he leaves, it's gonna be a problem. But yeah, like as we grow up, like there was times when now, sifike ecaweni mhlambe ngo after inkongozelo it's like sekuzophunya already.
Yeah.
Then ube songena wena just to show you.
How do you get away with that now? If
nah,
the
you won't
pops
see,
is...
I need to uhleli like he stays like
because I'm socially also on the same...
Yeah, when you arrive, you sit at the back. Even if you arrive and then you leave, just for people to say how you were there, and you just know about who was the pastor for today, because he's gonna ask you. Yeah, but, and then what was like the message of the word, and then you just tell him what I or something.
Did you grow out of the church, or was it just the teenage years, or did you just get bored of the message? Especially if it's at the crib, like the whole time.
Don't say you just got bored of the message, but like I get you. Nah, man. As I grow up, it's just that sometimes, not even sometimes actually, with me, I started like questioning stuff. Like how is this like this? Also, as I grow up now, I have to also like believe in something that really makes sense to me. But as I grow up, like I realize some things. Okay, Shab, I'm questioning about Shab. Why is this like this? Why is this like this? Not to say that I disregard Ilona, like church and the word and everything. As I grew up, I just chose Guti. Okay, Shab, since they're talking about this, on this word, I'm gonna take the message like this instead of making it complicated for myself. Rather make sense to me, then I move like that. Rather than I'm just like, if it makes sense to me, then let me move like this, But I'm not going against it.
So what do you take from the
thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends what the word says.
Yeah. I mean, in general, for you, like now in your life, like having grown up in it and now having then your skeptic era, I don't know what they call it on the net. You know, the internet has words for everything. Yeah.
Nah, I mean, the Bible for me, I take it as like it's like a guide of us to do right to people. Yeah, but like regardless of what you do, but as much as you do right, I feel like that's the bottom line for me. Yeah, but I don't know if you're gonna involve other things with you can't do this, you have to pray, you have to do it, you have to do it. Because those are things that support doing right, I would like to believe. So that's what I'm getting is just do
so you're
right
just catching the system. You're like, okay.
Yeah, this is
the
laws, the purpose, the message. With okay, Shab, just do right and then that's it.
And you seem like a do-right type. You don't seem like a... you don't seem like a troublesome man, like at all.
I don't seem like... But I would like to believe I used to... In my family, they know that... Like, especially my siblings, they know good okay, Shab. Amongst us, SINO is the one that is... most likely to do...
Which kind of makes sense, actually, because to even become a musician, you have to have a level of rebellion, like where you say, I'm not going to follow the rules here, or I'm going to break the boundaries on some level.
And my parents know that me now, when I want to do something, I don't tell them. I do it and then I tell them after.
Yeah,
and it's not like I'm going to stop even. And it's not like I'm going to stop, because I remember this at the time. There was a time I entered Idols without my parents knowing. And then I was like, let me just go to auditions. I'll tell them after. And then they gave me a golden ticket. And then I told them after, me, I'm going. But now I'm not asking for permission from them. Like, I'm going.
You're saying, okay, I'm going.
And then this other time also, like, back then, I think I had to, like, take, my clothes. Because that like you can't leave at night, like closer, like maybe around 4 or 5. But when it's there, you can't, like you have to dodge and then leave. So I took my clothes, like a jean and a shirt that I was gonna wear at this other gig. So I left as if I'm coming back with my like things in the back, and then I left, and then I wore those clothes and stuff, and then I went to the gig. And then my Sugi is calling me, like texted me on WhatsApp. He's like, why? That thing I'm just like, and then from there
Were you performing at the gig?
Yes. I was performing, yeah. And then
so why didn't you just tell him, yo, I'm gonna go perform?
Like that time it was still early for me to even be performing. So like, you perform, man. So it's like he has never even seen me sing. So it's like, and then now, like I remember, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go home. And then I sent him a text. I'm like, that you see one day, nah, even though it's not now, you will see one day. It will benefit me one day. I don't know if he still remembers that, but like I told him,
that's dope.
Yeah, you will see one day. And I feel like after that, I felt like I wanted to cry because I'm just like,
you were standing on business.
But then I just told him that, and then I don't think he responded. And then I came back at home, and then he never said anything about like the previous.
So when did you come back? Like saying or what?
No, like early in the early AMs, maybe around 3-4.
Yeah, which is exciting, by the way. It's just that it's still dark, so you make sure you come back when it's still dark. Yeah. Manje, were you hiding until the singing or what?
No, not that I was hiding the singing. It's just that look like some things. I feel like I didn't want also like I grew up. I wasn't like speaking a lot. Yeah, but like I wasn't so talkative. I'll just keep quiet. Maybe do some things when I want to. Yeah, but keep quiet. And also with them. I was never like, as I said, like I wasn't talking too much. So some stuff I'll choose to do on my own. Yeah. And then they wouldn't know. Like I feel like at some point they were surprised that I can even sing. Yeah, because it's like, why?
It's like this guy's been singing here quiet this whole time.
And also like as the moment they realize, okay, sharp, even if they did realize that I like singing, but they never thought maybe I'll take it to
to do it as well.
Yeah, and then it went to a point where now they would tell me, like, okay, Shab, you must tell us now, but you are going to do something. Don't just do something and then... But I still continue doing without them.
To do it your way.
Yeah, but also, like, in the process, okay, Shab, I'll tell my mother, I'm like, nah. Because, like, in the school that I used to go to, they had, like, guitars and stuff, but they were not using them. And then I'll just go there just to see the guitars. Play, because I was already like always fascinated. Even at church, when there's people playing with the band, I'll just go chill next to them. And just like wonder how do they do all this stuff. Yeah.
So the music bugs definitely caught you like early. I'm sure you can't even think of when. It sounds like it just had you from.
Because I would sing even when I'm peeing outside. Anytime, I'll just make noise.
Yeah.
But when they will see as like, maybe it's just a kid that is playing, but they will realize, okay, so the time you were singing, meaning this thing is
he actually was singing this whole time.
Because one thing I thought I was never going to be a singer. Instead, I'll be like a DJ. Okay. Because at first, what happened is in class, I wouldn't sing most of the time. Instead, I would hit like desigabo. Okay. And then make drums. And my classmates would like make noise. We're dancing in class. And then of course like make noise and then they marinate us.
So you were getting niggas in trouble?
No, like almost every time. Like I would hit the desk each and every time till grade 9. Because even in boarding school, when you like and stuff, there's like lockers. So I would hit my locker. Girls from next door would be dancing to drums this side.
Shit, that's fire.
And I was even scared of like girls that time actually. But so now when I wanted a girl, there's this other guys. But there's always those guys, man, that are easy with their words. Like so, and I'm just like, hey, this Bruce, they can talk to girls like this. I'm like, and me now, I can't like do anything. And then now, manje, I'll tell those guys, my man, I want a certain girl that side. And then man, they were like, okay, sharp, like I had a crush, whatever. And then I'm my drums and stuff. And when I say now I'm tired, they will tell that girl, hey, tell SINO to come play drums.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
When she tells me, my man, energy, I'm like, let's go. I hit. Like my giants in my dormitory, they were like dancing. Even next door, they were dancing. So I was like full on. Like you're
DJ, the go-to guy. Yeah.
When they want to have a party, I SINO, please go hit the drum.
To take care of us.
Yeah, but even
like so fire.
Yeah, even like okay, in class, I had this thing. There's like a space. It's a plan a little siga and be in team so ngifake ruler la. In between. Manje, when I hit the ruler, Well, I was elevating like bit by bit.
You were
I don't even remember how that thing came about actually. But like I'll just hold it like this, bring it, and then I'll just hit like back to back.
You just discovered it. You ran into it and you realized that actually this could bang if I could.
In class, like I was always, most of the time was like on noisemakers. Most of the time. Sometimes they wouldn't even write me before I make noise because they know.
Because they know also he's gonna be that guy.
Yeah.
And at home they have no idea that you are this guy at school.
No idea. Like maybe
You're
my
keeping
siblings
this to yourself.
Yeah, my siblings a bit. My brother would know, most of it, like, because we're like close.
You're close to your brother.
Classes. Yeah. And then my sister, she was just behind. She wouldn't know stuff.
You and your brother, how far apart are you?
2 years.
Yeah. And now what is he like?
He is very quiet. Like, not quiet.
So the quiet thing is from home?
I wouldn't say he's quiet. It's just that you just never know, man. Like, he doesn't talk, but he's known by his actions. Yeah, but
it's deadly.
Yo, since.
Yes.
There was times when I was just like, what? Like people would be like, why are you not like your brother?
Yeah.
Because when thing happens, like, like, oh my God,
come on now, make it shake. Where's it like?
Not like I wasn't even cool with my words, but it's always been.
He was born that man.
Like every time, even now. Yeah.
And you wanted to be like that or not so much?
At some point, just like with girls, yes. Because I was like, at some point, I'm like, hey, now I need to catch up. Because now, Because like I was running till high school. Like there was a point where I was so scared. Like I was shaking. Like I was shaking.
You just couldn't overcome it.
Yeah, but there was this meme, man. I don't know if you've seen it, where there's like guys around a kind of bam push to a girl. It's like a drawing, It's like friends. I was that bro.
It was that bad.
It was bad. I would shake, bro. Like I would literally shake. I wouldn't even know what to say. Because I remember this other girl, I told him like I like it. Like I actually said I love you. She's like, and then I turned
and you were
I was
stuck.
lost of words. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. But now we're here.
How did you overcome, though?
No, man. Eventually, as I chill with friends, of course,
Because the fear also is mental. So where did you get to mentally? Where you're like, oh, actually.
Yeah, it's not so hard. Like guys would, like advise. They'd be like, hey, dog, you must talk to girls like you're talking to guys. Don't think too much about it, because the moment you think too much, then you'll be out of words, And I was like, okay, sharp, dog. And then actually, I don't even know when, because I remember actually in I was dating this other girl in Matric. I was still scared even when I'm around her, but like I would loosen up bit by bit as time went on. Yeah, because most of the time, even if I want to confront a situation, I would even text on the phone because I wouldn't.
Yeah, you can't face it. Yeah.
And then, I don't know, man, actually, when it happened. I think in varsity, that's when I was like, okay, sharp. Let me... I even had this being disogu. I think even music made me, because the moment I got loved by people, it kind of like opened up my eyes with, hey, my man, girls like you.
Yeah.
So there's no need for you to even say much. Just
like,
be there, my man.
Why are you even sure?
Others, they'll be like, my man, just say, like I'm SINO, I sing. That's enough. I'm like...
and have you ever said it? Do you ever tried that?
I've never tried. I feel like they were just, yeah. That was not the one. That was not the one. That was not the one. No.
Yeah, so you're growing up at your crib, you're singing secretly. Is Idols your first attempt at actually becoming a musician?
Yeah.
And also so you finding the guitars that were just sitting around, where was that? At school? Is that where you learned? Did you self-teach?
No, it was a thing of, so that school, by the time I was going, because I stopped going to that school around grade 5. So I was still on the drum level. So I wasn't into
So drums was your first thing?
Yeah, but
hitting on the desk. Yeah.
And then from there, I went to Ilondozen now. To high school. When I was in high school, I think it was in grade 10. So I knew, in that school that I used to go to, there would be people from Ireland, white people from Ireland. They come to donate stuff because it was like a Catholic like school. They would come and donate stuff, and then they would donate like guitars and stuff. So now, like kids there in that school, maybe I 70 the guitars. So now when I go home from like eskolweni, I would pass by umama, and then while I'm still waiting for mom, I go upstairs. I look for these guitars, I check them out. I'm like, hey. And then this other time I was like, I told my mom, I want a guitar. She must tell the principal,
come on,
I'll
slide
just
me
borrow
one
the,
of
borrow the guitar. And then fortunately, they gave me the guitar. And then I remember one time, after I had learned, like, I was trying to learn how to play guitar or whatever. But then funny enough or interesting enough is, even when I was trying to play the guitar, the chords that I was playing, they were actual chords, but I didn't know that they were actual chords. Like, the way I was pressing, I found out that when my mother got me a book, and like that has chords, that actually the thing that I was playing, it is a chord. It's just that, I didn't know. But before even I got like a guitar, there was this neighbor of mine who had like a grandpa who had a guitar. It's just that it didn't have strings. And then I took like yellow. They use it for straightening, like maybe building.
Oh yeah.
I think we'll sing or something. Yeah. And then I put it on the guitar, and then I'll play, make songs. To me, it sounded so nice. But like fast forward, and then I got a guitar from my mother's school, and then from there I'd play. I remember the white people came back this other time, and then now I was asked to perform for the school. Imagine I was from my school. Now I came to this school and then I came
perform.
to perform.
Oh, that's fine.
But I didn't even know how to play properly, but I just played the song and then they were just making noise. I was like,
and were you writing your own lyrics already at that time?
Yeah,
or
I was, yeah.
So wow. At what age is this?
No, but like that was like grade, probably I was like 16, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
16, 17,
you've
15,
now taught yourself how to play the guitar and you are writing your own songs. When did you know you could write? Or did it come from playing with the music and then you just started?
Oh yeah, just listening to songs actually, like because I was like, and another thing, I never thought about it as like so much of a difficult thing. Yeah, well, I don't know like why, but like, for me, I feel like I just have to write about what I feel. Yeah, well, as much as there's like a verse, as long as there's like a verse, chorus, verse, chorus, and then the song is done. Yeah, but like it was just a thing, okay, Shaba must just find a nice part that is catchy, verse where I speak whatever, and then like it must rhyme there and there, whatever, yeah. But I never thought, like, most of the time I would freestyle most of my stuff.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. So it has just been like that.
So the singing was just natural, it was just coming out of you. Who was your coach musically?
Actually, talking about that, since I was a drum person, and then now, I'm on a 2010, 2009, 2010, 2011, somewhere there. My sister introduced me to a group called The Soil.
Okay.
Yeah, so now, when they start like listening to, like, the first song I actually listened to was Sunday by The Soil. I'm like, what is this? Because I'm just like, these people sound so dope. And then when she told me that they don't use instruments, it's just all like voices, I'm like, yeah, but no, what's this? And then the first thing that caught my interest was beatboxing. Yeah, but since I was a drum bro, and then like I'll start beatboxing. I learned how to beatbox because that was the most fascinating part about me. I'm like, how does he do this thing?
Then I was like, how does he make the music with his mouth?
Yeah. And I'm like, let me do it. And then eventually now I'll do it like secret. Yeah, and then now I did it at some point. I forgot who noticed me. They were like, "Dog, you can do this thing." I'm like, my man, I'm not that good. I'm trying. And then now I ended up now, because I was like in a choir, like all my school life. And then now I told these other guys who were in a choir, I was in a choir with, let's make a group about the soul kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And then now I would beatbox, and I'll tell them, okay, Shabna, sing like this, sing like this, sing like that.
Yeah, so you're curating now.
Yeah, but so I was like, nah, dog, it must sound like this. There's a song. Let's make this song. It must sound like this. Yeah, it was just that.
Damn, and for you, you're doing all these things, not even really overthinking it and being like, okay, I'm a musician, now I'm making like songs. I'm
not even like thinking too much. It's just
you're just doing it because that's how it feels for you.
Yeah, but also another thing, even going there, even with the guys that I was with and shit, like, it was just a stress, my man. Like, I was stressed. Because at the time, I remember I think we had to do like an audition or it was like what's this thing? It was performance though. And then manje we go there, like we're supposed to go there. We tell everyone, okay, sharp, like on this day we have to go and perform. Manje on the day I'm up calling everyone. This other bro, I think we already got him. This other one, I'm calling him. I'm like, my man, where are you? He's busy saying, no, I'm coming. And I was like, actually, let's just decide. Let's go to his place. When we get there, he's doing washing that, bro. I'm like, dog.
What?
My man, we have to perform. Manje, why? It's like, nah, dog. My uniform was dead. I'm like, dog, we have to perform, manje. Yeah, but it was just like
you realize people actually don't take this thing as seriously as you do.
Because there was a point I was like, nah, man, I can't be after people each and every time. Because now, I can't explain the feeling I have inside of me. I'm like, dog, do this thing. And then now, if I do it, if they don't do it, then it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So now that's why actually that led to even me like stopping the group and I'm left alone, and then I had to start like learning a guitar because now I was left alone.
Now it's just you.
Yeah.
This is now your solo career beginning.
Yeah, because I'm just like, man. Rather I screw it up rather than someone else screwing it up, and then I'll have to like be crying with, my man, why did you do this?
Yeah. So idols, how does that happen? And where did you catch them? In which city?
Oh yeah, I started in Bloem, UFS. So when everything was happening about perform on campus, perform whatever, do everything, and then now this other time, I think it was the first time auditions are coming to Bloem. I think they were called pop-up auditions, whatever. And then now, I knew about them like on a Thursday. I think this other bro of mine told me that there's auditions coming on Saturday. And I was like, I'm going, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then I went there.
Your bro really knows what you're passing with the vocals.
When I was like, nah, I don't even have to prepare. I was like, nah, let me just go. And then I went there, I sang. And I went to stages. And then, because we're performing like in a bus. And then from there, they would take the video and then the judges would watch it and then they will approve. Yeah, but so from there, we're performing, and then it was done. And they told me that they're going to call me the next day, which was Sunday. And then from there again, they called me on a Sunday. I think it's like afternoon, so, and they called me. It's like, no, you got a golden ticket. So Proverb and the team, they're going to come tomorrow, which is on a Monday. And then they're going to come shoot, about giving you golden ticket, whatever. Hey, my man, I went mad.
Crazy.
I went mad. Like, I was screaming their dress, my man, like
That's
shouting.
crazy.
I just went to my bros that know that I went to that thing. Hey, bro, I was telling them, they couldn't believe it. And then I called my mom. I'm like, hey, so I went to Idols, so they took me, wada. And then, so I'm going, yeah.
How did your mom feel about that call?
No, I feel like she was surprised because I never told her that I'm going there. She was just surprised. Okay.
So it just sounded like a weird story.
It's like the thing of, okay, sharp, it's already like happening. Weird, okay, sharp, it's fine, you can do it. And stuff like that. And then crazy thing was that now, Proverb, like Idols team, they came to res. Like all my res, like people like they were watching there. People going to
you made
school.
a movie there.
A serious one, like. And then now it's a thing with even those people that didn't believe that SINO.
Yeah, now it's like it's the truth.
SINO is making noise, a dress, wara. They just see, hey, this Proverb is here, TV is here. They be like, that day they were taking pictures. They be like, hey, my man, let's take pictures with you, bruh.
They took pictures with you there.
Oh man, they took pictures with me. And for me, those stunts, those were the things Oguti. Whoever that can't, don't believe Oguti, like this thing is a serious thing for me, will see like through these things Oguti, actually this dude, why is he doing all these things? Like how is he pulling up all these things? And I went to Idols and then went to this competition. And interesting enough is they were like, I don't know how many people auditions, like over 1,000 though. And then they only took 3 people from Bloem actually. Yeah, but it was me, this other girl, and this other guy. And then we went to Idols, auditioning, singing. Then I was eliminated. Shame. So, by the, like, you see the white chairs where they're choosing top 16? Yeah, I was eliminated. They told me like, nah, dog, you're not ready. Also, even my performance wasn't that great actually. Yeah, but they were like, nah, I just went to the toilet, dog. I was crying there. And then
cried, man, it
some
hurts.
security entered like the toilet. I was just like hiding. I'm like, shit. Like I was crying.
You're hiding
like,
in the store, like
yeah, I was crying. Like I was like, yes, sis. But I was
broke
like,
your heart,
nah.
man.
Let me just do it more. Like, let me not stop. Let me just do it. Yeah.
What did you feel like was the after crying, of course, when you got the crying out the way? What did you feel like was the shortcoming in that process for you? What did you go and improve on?
Hey, my man, it was just a thing of let me just continue singing, doing what I do. But I feel like what was more important was the spirit. You would talk, don't stop.
Yeah.
Do this thing, don't stop, don't ever stop. Even if, of course, you're in a competition, some people had to be eliminated.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're one of them, but don't stop. That's like, now this must give you a reason to prove it to them, the one that eliminated you with my man. One day.
I'm really the one, yeah.
And I had a thing, like one day, like I had dreams even. Like when I was sleeping or whatever, like having, like performing on idols.
Yeah.
And then fast forward, actually 2021, if not 2022, I was a guest performer on Idols.
Crazy. How did that feel? I can imagine.
Bro.
That's like living in the dream now.
Bro, like I was so like, even when they call me, they were like, my man, we want you to come perform. And I'm like, yeah, perform on Idols. Imagine now as a guest performer, I'm not one of the contestants. I'm like, yes.
You don't have to try anything. You don't have to.
And the place that I wanted to go to was like the live shows. It's like where I wanted to be, but now it's like even doubled. It's like, oh, not even double. Like I don't know how many times, but I'm just like, yes. It's now I'm a guest performer.
Yeah.
They like want me to come perform. I'm like, yes, this is too much.
And they ask Eunice who gives the contestants advice out there.
And another thing now, when I got there, fortunately enough, some of the people that were working on Idols were still there. And the coach that was coaching me, like vocal coach, was still there. So he saw me and I'm like, yeah.
I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. I made it.
Yo, but it was so dope, man. Because for them to see me, it was just another thing you're good to talk. Like I never gave up. And another thing for me, it was like, I'm the only one who has come to perform. Like from, I don't know if the people that I was like competing with then, they came before me or whatever, but like in that year, I was the one that came there. For me, stuff like that, they called me, but not anyone else. Like for me, I take, but those like small things and make them like big things to me because I'm just like, they could have called anyone, but they called me,
Yeah, the thing is, when you're a musician at your core, then it's those things that matter more than like all the other stuff, like the fame or the whatever. It's like when you get like real life acknowledgement, and for you, that's like a journey that you had gone through and got eliminated in, and then come back to the same place as a guest. It's like,
it was too much. It was too much. I was just like, yes.
That's literally how they write fairy tales, like the fairy tales that you grow up with.
Yeah.
The person tried this and then they failed, then they came back as the hero. That's how they write them. How do you make your entry into the mainstream? Because obviously by the time you're performing on Idols, it's like you've got hits now.
Hey, my man.
But you first have to come through the door, though.
Yeah. No, man, like that time, okay, sharp, fast forward, varsity, and then now I stayed on campus, and then
and you're famous now on campus, ne? After he brought Proverb and so music.
So what happened, actually saying that, there's this other time I got the golden ticket after like Proverb, and then now what they do is, okay, sharp, now I'm going on campus telling people that I'm going to be on Idols. So now in my head, I'm already in that like voting state. People are gonna vote for me. Like I already skipped about the stages and stuff. So I go to like reses telling them, I got a golden ticket. I was like a student from the same varsity got a golden ticket. Some people didn't believe up until I will show them the golden ticket. For them, it's like, this bro. Amazing. And then I went to this other res called Acacia, like on campus in Bloom. And then that res, as soon as I showed them they went crazy. And then another thing, before I left there, I had a queue by the door, like a catalog like of like a lot of ladies wanted to take pictures. Others want me to sign their like skippers or whatever. I'm like, guys, we haven't even started.
We haven't done
Yeah,
anything.
but for me, I'm just like, these people like see this thing way beyond. And for me, it made like so much sense because the thing of Gucci, why is this thing happening to me? Like already I'm living that life that I wanna like, bro. I was like, hey, these girls, like they don't know what this like means to me because each and every time I think about that, it's always crazy because I'm just like, yes, these girls. And there's others who would even mention me on Instagram. They were like, you remember this day?
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
took the
I'm
pictures.
like, oh, that day, yeah. So, but then she like, fast forward, man, like things have been like, yo, dog, yo.
How do you get into the mainstream? Apparently,
Yeah.
Sanel is your co-signer, no?
No, it is, yeah. Because I remember it was 2019, yeah, 2019. I remember I was like, now since I stayed off campus, I was performing like now in town, now in the events, whatever, and then like people like now in town, whoever that was performing like live band started to know me. Yeah, and then now this other time,
So which town is this?
Bloom.
Oh, still in Bloom, still doing your thing, okay.
And then after this other gig, my first gig, shame, like, yo, I was so happy. I performed this other market, and then these other two ladies came to me. They were like, why don't you like, and at that time, it was like that time of from Lindo, Maporisa, Twitter, like, boy, he posted a video on Twitter, and then his thing happened like that. And they were like, why don't you like post a video of you singing? And then you post it on Twitter and then tag these people. And then I was like, like I was still like shy. I don't think I will. And then same night after that, I think I posted around 11, midnight. I went to like my bedroom or whatever, and then I sang in Tungawe by Amifago and then Sanel, and then I tagged them. Not so long ago, and then I just saw them like they retweeted and stuff. I was like, I felt like I've made it already.
Yeah. Just for the retweet.
No, like Sanel like retweeted, and then they liked even Amifago, same thing. And then I just sent Ulonu Sanel like a DM straight away on Twitter. I'm like, dog, I would love to work with you, even if it's not now, but one day, whatever. I really. And then he just said, send me your number. A week later, I was coming to Joburg with my band. We had this other gig at some church in Alex. And then I sort of like used that trip. I was like, from there. And then I remember we slept like by, you see Tom's Day by Bram? Yeah, there was some special day.
Yeah.
And then we like slept there in the car and in the queue, whatever, because we were waiting. And then in the morning, I was like, I don't have to shower. And then this other guy called S.3. He came to fetch me, and then I went to studio to Sanel. Yeah.
You pulled up on Sanel and showered.
My man.
Crazy.
Yo, bro.
Waking up from a queue.
Yo, dog. And then like I started singing there. Each and every beat actually would play. I would just sing on it because I'm just like, hey, dog.
And you're used to it. Also, you just pour your heart out. You just let the music do its thing.
And I wasn't even used to like studio and stuff. But I was just like, let me just go.
Yeah, because you're a live performer. You weren't really
bro.
making songs in the studio, no?
Yeah, I was like recording non-stop. And then I didn't leave. The gents left to go back to Bloom, and then I still stayed. And then I was recording like non-stop up until I was like signed in the label, yeah.
So what's the process? How long did that take? Like, what's the span of that? Because you're there for the day. How long were you there for?
No, I carried like
with the band. You guys.
The band, yes. I went back to the guys. We did the gig, and then after the gig, it was a thing of now I'm gonna tell you if you don't have to go home, which is like sign it. And then after the gig, I told him, okay, Shab, we are done now, and he was like, okay, Shab, now it's fine. The guys can just like drop you there, or like I'll come fetch you there. Yeah, and then he came, and then
so it took you immediately.
Yeah, man. Yo.
Didn't even go back to Bloom.
I didn't go back to Bloom, and then we like recorded like for the longest time, and like I think I stayed like there for a month or something. And then we recording. Yeah, I recorded a lot of songs even. Then I got signed, whatever, and then from there, I was just in Bloom weekdays, Joburg weekend. Yeah. Almost like every time, yeah.
And are you still ascending out there at school? Now
no,
that
time,
like
that time I'm not even in I'm on a school and like I wasn't even. I was just like, my
cancelled
man, let me go back to Joburg. Let me go record. Because most of the time I just would have like an idea. I have to go record this idea.
Yeah.
I'll have to go record this idea.
You just thinking of music and songs.
My man Jozi was like Joburg and shit. Like this is where I want to end up. How? This is where I want to end up.
Yeah. So when do you eventually make the move?
To come
when
to
do you
Joburg.
cross over? Yeah.
I just did like back and forth that, man. Like 2019 and then I think 2020 there was COVID, of which boy. And then now, like I can't come to Joburg as like as usual or whatever. And then like I'll stay like a varsity most of the time, and then I'll do that thing like I come here, go. This other time I'll stay here for the longest time, recording, of which there was nothing like that we can do outside.
Yeah.
And
Just
then,
in the studio.
Yeah.
Shooting lives out there on the gram. Like.
And then from there, I think I ended up even stopped like working with Orlando's like the SINO musician.
Yeah.
Before
you even came out of the COVID.
Yeah, before like because COVID ended in 2021.
You guys didn't even make it through the COVID.
No, man. We like I'm just fast forwarding because there was like when I got there, I got there around July. In August, I released my first single, and then in November, I released an album.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You were done cooking.
My man, I was moving. We shot videos, whatever, and then
and the songs are moving also.
Yeah, there was this other song. There's some songs that were moving actually. Yeah. And then it's just that me that time I was still new, so I can't expect boom. Yeah. And then 2020, okay, sharp COVID, nothing was released that much. And then 2021, that's when like we like parted ways, whatever. And then from there, like now I was like in a position where now do I have to go home or stay home or go to school or go to Joburg. But then in Joburg I know no one.
Yeah.
So now I'll be going there to start afresh everything.
To figure it out.
And then I remember I stayed with that thing. I don't tell my parents about the whole December, January. I think on like around the 25th of January, I think I told them like on a Sunday, if not on a Monday, that on Wednesday I'm going to Joburg. But now in Joburg, who am I going to? No one. But I'm like, I'm going to Joburg.
I want to you and Sanel are no longer working.
And I'm just like, I want to go do music in Joburg. I'm not going to school. And that's like 2 days before I leave. They were like, yo, my father just kept quiet. I was like, hey.
Let this man do it.
He didn't even say anything. Yeah. My mother was the one asking me questions. Hey, how are you going to do this thing? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do what? How are you going to do it? Even those questions, even though like they were so important, but for me in my head, I'm just like, you can't be asking me.
Don't ask me this.
Because now you're stressing me now.
Yeah.
And then, okay, sharp, I left on the day, on Wednesday, took a taxi, got on the bus, and then I came to Joburg. Fortunately, I have a cousin who stays here in Joburg. He stayed like by Florida, like north. And then I stayed at his place. And then fortunately in the process...
how did you find this cousin also? Because you didn't know anyone here.
No, it's a cousin like I know from back home. It's like we grew up like knowing each other and stuff. It's just a thing with like I would say I don't know anyone in terms of like music.
Side. From the
also
scene,
even with him, I told him I think 2 days before. With my man, I'm coming. I'll stay with you up until I find a place. How? We will see.
But that's the plan.
Yes, that's the plan. You go tell my man, please, my man. And then I left home. I came here. I stayed. Fortunately, like previous year, Kelvin wanted to work with me. So I still had his number and whatever. I told him that I'm back in Joburg, whatever. And then I went to stay at his place in studio. We were recording. Even there, I was meant like to go for 1 day or whatever. I stayed there like for almost 2 months. And then fortunately for me, it was a thing good now. I don't want to bother my cousin like that. Because I was sitting good now, hey, my man, you've been staying here, man.
Yeah, I would say.
Now I have to go back to my normal life, whatever.
Yeah, so, luckily the talent is keeping you alive.
I was worried even about those things, even before he actually tells me. Because now I just don't want to be chilling there. And then it feels like, hey, this bro is relaxed and not doing anything. The next thing we'll be calling my parents, good day, lo, magabu. So from there, I stayed with Kelvin. Fortunately for me, I didn't have to worry about. I didn't have much money even. Didn't have to worry. I would eat there by Kelvin. I eat, record. I stayed there for the longest. He didn't even like have to say, I must go. I'll go home. He's like, hey, man, take your bags, come here. I stayed there.
Are you going to shows with him and all that?
Yeah. Like I remember it was my first time going to Rockets in Pretoria. It was my first time just seeing like
the lifestyle.
Like, yo, this is hectic. And then from there, man, like I would go to his shows, and then it was like lockdown that time, even the illegal ones,
Yeah, the Tanzania.
And then it was just that. From there, what happened is, okay, sharp. From there, like, there was a point.
But what was the smoke with you and Sadel? Like, why did you guys go your separate ways?
No, man, I felt like there was no, there's a lot of us. We are in the label, and also it's starting with the frustrations or good. I would need attention now to a certain extent.
Yeah, you need your own also.
I would need to release. There was just a lot of frustration. There's also now he has to release his stuff. He has to what to now. I'm frustrated. Why is my thing postponed? Why is my water? And I feel like I have to be releasing manje, and then people are not releasing, and then others are releasing or whatever. It was just a frustration. It went to a point where now just like it has to get to that point. You go to okay, sharp now. I think this is the best one. Let's just
leave it like this.
And
then you and Kelvin, you guys didn't do a signing or anything.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, you guys were just rocking.
We were rocking, man. We were rocking. I remember we even made a song called Madlamin that time. There's a song that came with Molo, Madlamin, Molo. Yeah. I made a song about that, and then fortunately, Kabza had the song
Bundu Man writing.
Bundu
Man pen.
And fortunately, Kelvin knew about Kabza and then Kabza liked the song. And then he asked him, well, who's this bro? And whatever. And then that's how Gemanje sort of like, but then I didn't meet Kabza at that point. And then it was just a thing of good. Now Kabza is looking for you, whatever. I was like, okay.
And your fame level is at what level now?
Nah, it's still normal. It's still normal. I'm just a guy that
But
sings.
you're on the gram, you pushing the
but
the
on the gram for sure, I had like maybe like 4,000 followers or 5,000. Yeah, somewhere there, yeah.
On the Twitter, really not saying anything. You were introvert.
And then from there, I remember this at the time. Now I was like, okay, sharp. I've done songs with Kelvin. I've watched. Now I want to see growth now with me. And then I remember now I left my cousin's place because I left Kelvin's place, whatever. I was like, let me go home because now so I see Guti. Do I have things or I'm still on the same thing? And then I went to my cousin, okay, to my staff. I lied to him. I said I got a place. Because now I was like, hey, man, maybe like I've overstayed or whatever. And then fortunately, this other friend of mine had gotten a house from his dad that is late. So now I was like, nah, come stay at my place, but you will pay me. I'm like, dog, what have we been singing together, dog? University, man? I was like, okay, so it's fine, dog. And then I didn't have a bed. I was just sleeping on the floor, man. Like, I'd put a blanket, and then I go.
The grind,
but also, even with that thing, I also wanted to punish myself at times. Not to say that my parents wouldn't buy me those stuff and whatever, but like I felt like at some point I'll have to punish myself and push myself with dog. You have to get these things for yourself. Also, you have to prove it to them with dog. You didn't come to Joburg to be asking from them again, even though it was still ill. And then I got like I'll sleep on the bed, whatever, sleep on the bed. And then even the money I was paying there, I think I was paying 2.5 from that bro. And then now my mother would give me that 2.5. And then I'm left with nothing. So I have the money just goes to that
figure out,
my man. And then from there,
the moms are crucial. The moms you need the moms because they'll slide you.
It was just hectic, man. And then from there, it went to a point where now I wasn't staying there most of the time. So now since he's my bro, so when I don't stay at the place, we didn't sign a lease most, ne? So when I don't stay at the place, I don't pay.
You don't pay.
So now I spend most of the time doing studios with a month, and then when he says rent, I'm like, dog, I didn't stay here. Even though my things are there, but I wasn't staying here. So we would argue about that, and then end up maybe not giving him money or paying him like maybe lesser than I'm supposed to. Yabo. And then I remember now, that's when also I met Demtuda. Even Demtuda again, I get like DM'd me before when I was still with Sanel. Like he DM'd me and then he said he wants to work or whatever. And then I went to studio like to him and then we made the song Jorda. And then from there again, like even like then it was still chilled. Like the song wasn't doing much. We just relaxed, whatever. And then what I would do now with the money that I have, from the studio I came back where I was staying because that we were fighting now, my friend, the one I was staying at.
Yeah.
And then I just came back. I didn't even tell him, my man, I'm leaving. I just took the things, put on a truck, and left. Then now I went to Mtunes.
You're doing him dirty. He held you down, this man.
Yeah. Because now he was already giving me a time. Because I remember, like, I gave him money, and then he never gave back my money. Even Mtunes wanted to stay there.
What, the deposit?
Yeah. Mtunes, he wanted to stay at the place, and then Zugu now this gave him a deposit, and then he can't give him his money back. I was like, for that. He just saw me packing outside and I was like, nah, my man, I'm gone. I left to stay in Tunzi. And then when I stay in Tunzi now, and then Tunzi, I know him because we were signed in the same label with Sanel.
With Sanel. Okay, so Mtunzi the vocalist.
Yeah, Mtunzi, yeah. And then, manje, we got there. Now, what's tricky is that the rent now, it's more expensive than where I'm from. So now the rent is around 3.5. So it's like I think 1,000. Huh? 2.5, I think you had 1,000. So now I have no money, nothing now. If my mother gives me money, I still have to top it up. So manager, what happens
and you don't know where that's going to come from.
My man, now I'm like, I don't have food. I get money, I pay the rent, it's done. I don't have food. What do I do now? I go to studios. Most of the time I was at them to the studio. I would record. Fortunately, when them do that request for me, I will request and then cash. And then he gives me cash. But when he gives me cash, he gives me extra money.
Yeah.
So I take the other one. I'm like, try. And then each and every time, and when I eat there. So like, I don't have to worry about home. When I go home, I ate in studio. And then from there, again, like I would go from studio to another studio. I would eat in studios. And then for me, it was so crazy. It was so crazy when I realized about it. Like, it wasn't so hard, but it feels like every part of me was already filled with something. Because if I have a problem with food, there is a studio that I can eat at. If I have accommodation problems, I can still sleep at studio, but I'm working on the side. So it won't be like I'm squatting or something. And then from there, other DJs, of course, wanted to see me. And then now, this other point I remember now, I'm chilling. I ended up buying a bed. Yeah, I think it was 1,000 a bed. And my man, that bed like it was wounded.
You bought it wounded?
It was wounded. I got caught on the street, dog. See where they sell finish and stuff.
Yeah, for a band, Vele is crazy.
Man, I put a bed there. I was like, it's better than sleeping on the floor. Hey, I put the bed there. It was, my man, I was scratching myself. It was bad. It was bad. We are more fast forward that, dog. Like, and then with everything here, man, like, okay, sharp, I
wait, did you at least get the bed cleaned? Did you bring the vacuum nigga?
Did I have money to clean the bed? My man, I just have to rub the bed with the, like, child say, I was like, I'm like, my man, this is a bed, let's sleep.
You just had to take the itch.
No, my man, I had to, like, and it
There's no time.
It moored me. It moored me. It moored me, dog, for it moored me. It moored me. Yeah. Because I think I let go of that bed, like when, even when I was staying in Tunes, I still had that bed. 2021.
But at least the bedding is...
Yeah, the bedding is just one blanket, man. You see those like beds that don't have... It's just a bed, like a blanket on top, and then there's like one pillow there. There's no spread, there's nothing.
Simplest form
it's just enjoyable. And then I remember this one time, I was like at this other while before actually I moved to Mtunzi, I was sleeping there or whatever. And then manje, I had DM'd Ukabzane. I just said Ola. I just left it like that. And then some people were like, nah, dog, you need to go straight to the point. You can't just say Ola, because these people are busy.
Actually, please teach the kids out there. Like when you DM niggas for real though, you can't just say hi.
My man, what? I said Ola, I left it there. Crazy thing, I woke up in the morning. Kabza like responded saying, I forgot what he said, but like he greeted me back, whatever, and then he said we should work, whatever. And I said, like I gave him my number. Same time he called me. I'm like, my man, I'm coming in the afternoon to record.
I'm coming now,
my man. And then he was like, he would go live there. I'm busy there showing my face because I'm used to people like with piano.
You've seen the lives also.
I'm there. And then people now are singing me with calves. I'm like, yeah.
Set time,
my man. And then from there. Okay, sharp, fast forward, I stay with Tunzi. And then from there now I attend like, okay, sharp, Kabza studio. I go there. Even there, I was meant to go for one day. I stayed a week. I came with my bags there.
And this is Scorpion King's time now. Kabza, you at the top now when you're there by Kabza.
Man. And then, man, from there, I left. And then Kabza said I must come back again. But now I'm just thinking, I'm like, no, man, I can't always, go into studios. Yeah, I have to have my own thing with okay, sharp. SINO now you have what? But also now I'm putting so much pressure because I'm just like, you have what? Why? Because man, you don't have man. I was like, okay, sharp. And then from there,
and you are working and you're living your dream. Like, what's the problem?
And then from there, man, after Kabza, I go back to Rembek again because I was staying now in Rembek, and then I was staying in Tunzi, doing all the stuff. And then this other Bruce I met via Dak. There's a guy called Dak. He does like Afro-tech.
Okay,
yeah. And then I met this other Bruce called Limpopo Rhythm. They do Afro-tech as well. So now this is the time they were with Musa Keys. And then they're posting on their status, whatever. I'm like, hey, dog, I want to work with Musa. And by that time, I thought Musa is just a too cool guy. Like, it's too cool for me. I don't even think he'll want to work with me. And then they were like, now we're going to tell him.
He does come across as a too cool guy.
Man.
He's
and
like...
that time, and I was like, they were like, no, we're going to tell him. And I was like, okay, sharp. And then few days, they don't tell him. And then Zugu, I press again. I'm like, dog, tell this, bro. And then Zugu again, he calls me. And then I go to studio the same time. I remember I was wearing pajamas that time when I went to him.
When you went to studio with him?
Yeah. And then I went there. Hey, my man. I went there and then I recorded the song called Wena. I recorded the song. Okay, sharp, they loved the song. Even with Musa, I was meant to record on a Wednesday and leave the next day. My man, he said, and then I was leaving. He was like, my man, go take your bags and come back.
Yeah.
My man, did I not take my bags? I took my bags and then I came back. I stayed with them like the whole COVID.
Yeah.
And they even moved.
So for the rest of,
my man,
it was you and him.
Up until they opened the thingy. The whole time I was like more than 2 months even. I don't know how long COVID, but like the whole time I was staying with him.
Shit, that's fire.
He moved he used to stay at Vona Valley, went to Precinct. I moved with him as well. I went to Precinct, I stayed there. He moved from Precinct as well, but like when he moved, I think it was open now. But like the whole COVID, I was with him.
And in Tunzi, you just left him out there.
My man, it's not that I left him. It's just now I have to push. Because I'm just like, he's pushing on his side, now I'm pushing. So we have to at least do something. And then I stayed with him for a long time. And then I remember even that week I was with Musa. I think my followers on 5,000. And then I left. By the weekend, my followers were on 11K. I was like, man, this is where I should be. When I now, I was like,
Musa's on fire.
My man, he would go live. When he's on live, I'm showing my face there, whatever. And I would jamming to the songs.
Doing your best.
My man, I'm showing my face, dog. And then I would go to gigs. It's like, let's go. And one thing I appreciate him so much, man, because he didn't have to. Even Jola wasn't out yet, but he didn't have to put me on his set. But like when he's done, or somewhere in the set, he would just say, my man, they must give you a mic, go perform.
Just go
perform the song, Jola, whatever. And then people were just surprised, like, who is this guy singing this song? It's like, it's that thing which imagine that you are stealing someone's song. And then people will be singing. And then for me, I'm just like, dog, this is so great. And then performed in Limpopo, performed in Tembisa.
Fire.
Hey, dog, it was so crazy. And also, like, I want to with them too, that dog, but even him giving me money, dog, at times, because there was times I would even to pay my rent.
Yeah,
to top me up. Hey, dog, I wanna to top me up and for me, dog, I don't care no matter what happens, I feel like people that played a part in me, yabo, in the process, I feel like no matter what happens, I would always appreciate not the person, but appreciate the feeling that made you do something for me. Because I feel like whatever that came to you, I appreciate it. So like them two, them meant like too much. And like Musa as well, dog. It was just hectic. And then from there again, I'll perform. And then the management that was with him then, they were like, okay, Shab, let's help you out or whatever. And then I started getting my own gigs. And then...
Fire.
Yeah.
So what would you say was your like first hit where you felt like, okay, actually we outside?
Oh yeah,
because these songs you keep talking about them like they just some songs, but it's like people knew these songs and they were singing them.
No, I'm like the first song I would say people like they be like like Chola. Chola is like the song where you're just like yeah. Because even now when I'm performing, seeing people like singing the song. And I'm just like, yes, this is too much. And that the song was written by me. Sometimes I would even be surprised with, what, is this me for real? Or is someone else? Yeah, because I'm just like, yes, this is too nice. But the Jola is the song, man, that really made things for me, for people to actually see, good, okay, Shab, there's this bro. Yeah.
And what's your biggest one?
Nah, I would say Jola again. Because Jola, for me, I will forever respect that song. Even if there's a biggest one, for me...
that will always be
for me,
your
like
song
Jola is the one that I'm just like about this one. I'll forever respect this song.
Changed your life
forever, dog. Like yo, bro, about that song.
Even when you guys hopped on Umlando because you made it on the remix, that was a big moment.
Yeah. When with that one also like it was dope. Even though like for me it was so like I was sort of like out of my comfort zone.
Yeah,
but
it's
I was
not
like,
really your pocket,
yeah. But that was just like cause even Tos, he actually like DM'd me saying that, hey dog, I really want you to be part of the remix or whatever. I was like, nah dog, it's fine. And then we recorded the song and then we even like connected proper, just like hanging around a lot together. So even there like the challenges hosting, it was nice. I was like, even for me it's sort of like challenging me as an artist. So I was like, let me just do the song and then also not like shy away from the kind of like vibe that I bring to the song. So I was like, let me just give my taste while I'm on the song.
Yeah. Bring your own sense of style to it. Yeah. Speaking of style, where do you get your fashion sense from? Where do you get it from?
Oh yeah, hey man, like with me, man, I look at on Instagram. There's a lot of things that I follow, like that has to do with how people dress. Yeah, but first of all, like I love vintage looking like stuff, like classic stuff. I don't like looking like I don't know, say like like you see your typical Air Force. You see that vibe like jean. I was like very young and but for me, I like it when like I'm a Bhuda,
when you're on your Bhuda level,
but like I like that, but like mainly like it's just Instagram stuff and what I like basically, and also but with people that I see in the industry and stuff,
So who's your fashion icon? Like
fashion, I don't have a fashion icon. To
you just take from here and there,
then I come. I'm like, okay, Shab, this one will be nice for me.
And you dress yourself, ne?
Yeah, most of the time I do, but like there's a bro that helps me. His name is Jay the Stylist. He helps me a lot. Like each and every time I dress myself, I would call him and then be like, my man, is this the right combination or what? He's like, nah, remove this one, put this one, remove this one, put this one. But even now, I met him when I was signed by SINO. He was a stylist there. So ever since,
fire. Seems like that meeting with SINO, you've managed to take all those people somewhere with you, in your story with you.
Yeah.
What was the transition like? And also was that, because you spoke about yourself as a young and having been inspired by the soil as far as how you approach your music. So the switch also onto the Yano side of the music, was that also something Soweto inspiration? Because they say that, it's like, you guys kind of fall from the tree of
the same.
You lead your...
Yeah,
Central.
Me, I wouldn't lie and say.
Dali.
Hey, but I wouldn't say like I wasn't inspired by something Soweto. Yeah, but that would be a lie for me. Yeah, but to me, yeah, but, and
A filthy lie. It would
yeah,
be
but
a filthy one.
like a too much one. Yeah, but for me, man, something Soweto. Yeah, but like they like since I knew about the soil. Since is the guy that I always like imitate how to sing and stuff, and also wouldn't say guys the one that I would imitate in terms of like dressing, because he had this other thing where he was this there was like cowboy looking like yeah, and then with glasses, and then he had like this other neck piece amaplanga so Ntsika. It's like one of the like the soil members.
Oh, the soil niggas.
And then he would wear
the
formal
other nigga,
pants.
yes.
And then there was times where I would wear like that actually. Whenever I go to perform, I'll wear the same as the
It was
soil.
their face,
My man. And then I feel like even the classicness or the vintage, it's
it
like
also,
it's even from
inspiration also is from out there, no?
Yeah, but in like something so to man, like also it was just a thing we would see. I'm inspired by like even the way he sings, approaches music.
He is a very impeccable artist, though.
Too much, dog.
He's a different nigga.
Yeah, and for me as an artist, I love how someone sings words rather than the words itself. Yeah, but so for me, he was just one of those guys that I like how he does his stuff. And going to piano, it was just a thing on which let me like also challenging myself and also like seeing that it's a moving market. Yeah, but since I would say like 2019, about 2020, it was a thing of let me just try and do it and see if I can't do it, then it's fine. But if I can, why not do it? Yeah. So that's why I went to piano.
And the songs are jamming.
Yeah, but so I was like, then
you're like the piano lover boy, no? Like, cause you the love song nigga.
Oh yeah. You can say that because most of my songs, like they're about love. Yeah, they're about love. Yeah.
So you don't really chase the hits and the challenges and all that.
I feel like with the hit, it comes when it comes. Yeah, and I can tell you with the songs that I've made, most of them I never liked them.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't believe. It's like especially Chola when we recorded the song. He was like, "This song is the one." I was like, "Nah." We have to make other songs. It was like, "Doc, this song is the one." And for most, the Jola was very slow. Like it was I would say afro dum 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 dum, and then he fast forwarded it like a week later. I heard it was fast. I was like even worse.
Yeah, you hated it even more.
Dog, this song is not the one. And then he was like, "Dog, this song is the one." Eventually, things were happening, and then even with other songs, I was like, "Nah, dog, this one is not the one. Let's make other songs." I feel like also that comes from a place where there was times where I would feel like I'm not so good, especially when I've entered so much competitions and then I've been rejected, whatever. And I feel like, hey, maybe sometimes I'm forcing this thing. Yeah. And then like I feel like sometimes my negativity or my down. Yeah, like playing myself it comes from those things where I feel like, hey dog, maybe it's not that time. It's not it's not that time. And also like listening to people a lot also creates that thing of what you feel like you're not there yet or you can't make something so good. Yeah.
The what is it called? Imposter syndrome. That's what they call it. That's the medical term. Yeah. Where do you place yourself in the world? Like you're now you're a young man, like that has grown into a space where you are living your dreams. You get to express yourself, your passions, and you look at the world that we live in. It's just like, people are dying through the socials. Just the socials are taking people. Like people are dizzy from the socials. How do you keep yourself How do you keep yourself sane?
Hey man, with those things, dog, like there's just a lot happening, but also I feel like my dad, my mother, like did a great job in terms of like also being like a bundu bro. But I feel like being there for the most times of my life, I feel like I've come to a point where some things are just so much like they are within me. I can't just let them go. As much as, of course, I would come to the city, there's things that I'm gonna adopt, whatever. But I feel like me being grounded and me knowing what my man, each and every time you have to remember, Uti, you are doing this thing for what? Yeah, but and also as a person, also you can't lose yourself in the process. Yeah, but because I've heard with Jozi, my man, this happens in Jozi. This what happens in Jozi. So you have to like, yeah, but keep yourself on your toes with my man. You can't change. You can't do what, or else you don't have anyone to blame but yourself. But me, keep myself sane, man. I keep my circle like very small. Yeah, but like the crews that I work with is my DJ and my driver are the crews that are always there. Like, and they know almost everything about me. Yeah, but if I have to go work, it's them. My DJ is DJing. My driver is driving. We laugh. We talk about anything. If we have to drink, we drink. Yeah, but and then we go home. Yeah, but like for me, I feel like that's also even like I spend most of the time not entertaining outside stuff. Also, even on social media, I stay away from Twitter most of the time. Hey, my man. Yo, hey, there was a point I was like on Twitter, I was looking at these other comments on something. And then as I scroll, I get so pissed off of how people are. I'm like, yeah. And I realized that would actually say, no, you're not supposed to be mad, my man. Move. Go back, go out of this thing. And for me, stuff like that, I tend to stay away from them bit by bit. But like in general, I mean, I just don't like how things are going, man. Like how girls are.
It's a terrible time, yeah.
Well, I don't like, excuse my how girls are, but like I don't like how everything is moving, man. Like I really don't like it.
It's not the best of lifestyles that are being promoted now.
It's not.
And it's unhealthy for them as well. Like on the other side of after they have all that fun, it's like no one actually allows for the other stories to get told. Hey, that lifestyle actually didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's just so much lies that are out there that the truth is not even a thing. Like I feel like maybe. Also, I feel like that thing of, that thing where they say nice guys finish last, whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have applied that thing to everything in our lives. That even when it's too good, it's not the one. Yeah, but we have to deal with rough things so that we feel like this one is the one. Yeah, but and I feel like also going back to people not telling the other side. Of course, people won't tell because everyone wants to feel like I'm the shit. Yeah. I'm what.
Everyone wants to be up now.
Nah. Bro.
So there's more VIPs than general.
Hey, and there's a lot.
We live in a crazy time.
There's a lot. You get to a gig or whatever, there's already someone sitting there. And I'm just like, manje, wena? I'm like, my man, like, I also have to be here. Yeah, but like, it's just so messed up. Not to say that I fight for stuff like that, but like, I feel like sometimes a lot of people, even like not to undermine people, I feel like there's come to a point now where there's like I feel like there is like celebrities, but which is in the like I'll say musicians, actors, what TV personalities, whatever, and then there is influencers, and then there is I don't know people that are followed,
people who are trending,
who are followed, But I feel like now the people that are usually, I would say for me, the celebrities are the ones that will be like celebrities or musicians, whatever. But like, it's like now, if you get 10K followers or 20K followers, already you see yourself as a VIP or you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
it's not quite.
And everyone wants to like to get there. I don't mind that people want to get about money, whatever, but I feel like sometimes it's not even about money. It's about being seen in spaces so that people make you like feel, so that you feel like I'm someone.
Yeah, people just like the attention.
You see? Yeah.
So what is your own thing now? Because now you have your own thing, no?
Yeah.
Like as far as your situation with the music, with...
As far as the situation, yeah?
Yeah, like where do you stand now? I'm gonna say you went in with Musa, went in with Demtula, so where are you at now?
Hey man, now I'm at a place where I have my own label, called MSOLO Records, and everything that I do, I have my own studio. But in my place, I have my own setup there where I can record in my own convenience. And I have a team. And I like everything happens proper. In terms of like if I want to shoot something, if I want to release, everything happens. If I want to release anytime, I can release anytime. But of course, even though that's not like a right thing to do, but like I'm more. I have freedom and stuff, and stuff. Like I'm.
So you're independent.
I'm in charge.
Now.
Yeah, I'm in charge of my stuff. Yeah.
And how is that challenge? Because we always want that. Being the CEO, being in charge, but then when we get there, it's like, hey, it comes with.
Yeah. Hey man, like being independent is very tough. I don't wanna lie. As much as it has its own like advantages and whatever, but I feel like it's very tough in terms of like financing your own stuff. Yeah, well, sometimes you don't have money, and if you have money, sometimes you like, and as much as you're working with people, maybe the money can be misused in something, and you get frustrated with, my man, why did you do this, whatever. But like mainly it's just money, man, like where you just like, okay, Shab, I need to shoot a video, I need to go do a PR shoot, I need to do what, and everything needs money. I want to push your music, you need to push your music with money. Posting once and thinking that it's gonna
go crazy
just because your followers, nah. You have to like go out of yourself. Okay, Shab, let me actually use other people. Let me actually use the influencers. Let me actually use people that people love looking at mostly, and not just me alone, of which is exploring other ways of pushing your music. Yeah, but just with that, and you have to bother yourself doing those things, because now if you don't do them, no one is gonna do them for you. So that's the challenge. You have to be on your toes. Good, my man, I have to do this and plan properly and do stuff that you say you're gonna do. Yeah.
You've got an album that you're putting out what now, or when is that? When is that happening?
No, man, the album is coming out on the 19th of July. The album is so dope, man. I love it so much. I love it so much. It's called Guam. Guam, in the sense, is my place, my house.
Which pretty much sums up your story, né? The story that you've been sitting here telling. You're finally there.
So, like, it's an album that I love so much, man. And also, it just talks to me in a sense that it's one of the things that proves with the dog you've worked hard, to where you are. And also it's a thing of it's not, I would like to believe that it's not easy to create an album. Not everyone can. Also, it's a thing of when you finally complete one, it's like a great thing that you have to congratulate yourself with, as an artist.
True.
So for me, like, it's an album that I love so much. That is from me now. And I did it myself, of course, working with the team that I have. It's so dope, man. Like, I'm so proud of myself, and for people to even like having to listen to the songs, it's dog.
Yeah,
it's dope. Yeah.
Who did you work with on the production? Because you have access to everybody. Like in your come up, you touched all the greats. No kidding.
Yeah, man. Like. Yeah, the people that I've worked with, also another thing is, me as a person, I don't like, not that I don't like, it's just that I prefer working with people that are mostly not known, than people that are known sometimes. Okay. Especially in terms of like vocals and whatever. I prefer those people, because now I feel like at some point, the energy for me, it takes me back to years when I was like the drive, man, of being with someone who's excited to be like in that space. And for me, it reminds me of those times. I know I can't go back and feel the same thing, but now I can be with someone who's kind of feeling the same things.
Themselves.
So for me, like working with people, and also like so dope. Hey dog, this person is so happy. And of course I would laugh at moments where they feel like they can't believe it, and I'm like, I was feeling like that as well. But like, I love working. But like having that moment, you just like,
this person
can't do it. But like on the album, man, I've worked with like producers like Chopper. 031, which is like a hip hop producer. So I would say he's also like versatile in other genres. He does like piano. I've worked with Kelvin Momo.
You guys did Afro with Chopper?
We did like, there's a song like, it's lo-fi-ish. But the song is out actually. It's called Guam.
Okay.
Yeah. It's lo-fi-ish. It has a bit of like hip hop-ish into it, just like the rhythm of it.
I need to go jam.
And then there's like who did I work? I worked with Musakis as well. And then I worked with there's a guy called Tlonipo. Yeah, but it's very dope. That guy is very, very, very
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
He plays keys, he produces as well.
Fire.
Yeah, but and then I've worked
I know
with
that man.
Hlonipo.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, yeah, and
From
then
he was at fifth season, eh? It still is, no?
yes. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, that's how I know.
Hey, where that? But yeah, like Hlonipo, and I worked with the guy called DJ Kaiba. I worked with Stopper as well. You know Stopper?
I've heard the name.
Yeah. And then it was very fun. I've worked with Donald as well. I've worked with Tando Zite. So dope. Like I feel like that's my favorite vocalist, female vocalist in South. Yeah, but like and then I've worked with I've worked with Loki.
Okay,
Loki, yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, and then I've worked with who's this? I've worked with Bandros. Yeah, well, I've worked
Bandros.
Do you know Bandros?
No. I don't.
What? Why do you say Bandros?
That's a fire name.
No, I've worked with Bandros, and I've worked with who? I've worked with Leroyal, yes, which is my DJ. Yeah, well, I've worked in Tunzi on production. I've worked with Sipo Makutudela, which is like he plays like guitar. I've worked with who else? I've worked with Sane SA. Yeah, who's from PE. And then actually, funny or interesting enough is that before I made the song with him, I was listening to his stuff because he used to like work with. He works a lot with Kaba Kanar. So now what happens is I would listen to his stuff, and then to a point where I ended up meeting him at a gig in Port Alfred, and then he was like, "No, I've been wanting to make songs," and then okay, Shab, let's make a song. And then now when I listen to his album, there's a song called Kwanini. So Kwanini is like my father's sister married to Kwanini. So like those people are my cousins.
Okay.
So now I find out that he's my cousin. Like I'm like, hey, man.
Shit.
Yeah, but so like he's my cousin. Yeah, but I would say like long.
Yeah,
but like with the fact that he has the
cousin.
same clear name as my cousin. So it was just a thing like that's crazy even like that. And then we make the song called him Dase. Even it's so crazy now the song is him Dase, and also my cousin Dase. I was like
fire.
So like it's just that. And then I worked with who else? There's a song that I did in 2020. It's called Emakai. It's on the album. I did with Kenza. I met him at L World, which is Sun L Musicians label. And then who else did I work with? I'm trying to think. I think I've mentioned.
Forget anybody.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't want to. I saw you there. You
didn't
say.
They be like, hey, my man, you didn't tell me. Like, but yeah, man. Basically, it's just that. And
how many songs is this? Because you counted a lot.
Yeah. There's 11 songs.
11 songs. That's like, nice.
Yeah. There's 5 Afro. There's like 5 Afro hip hop-ish songs. Yeah, and then there's like 5. Piano, like 6 piano. Yeah, but like the first part of the album is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like very dope songs, but also it speaks to the music that I've been doing before, and also my story of Emakaya, Kulele Emakaya, the songs Emakaya, Guam, which is my space. Yeah, but also my music. I want to invite you to my space, not just like other things that you've heard about me, but like it's a thing of good to now. I'm introducing myself to people like, hey, good to talk. I'm a musician. I'm not just a piano vocalist, because there's that thing which since people know me as such. So they would think, okay, SINO can only do so much and then can't do beyond that. So it's just like it's a very dope album, and I love it so much. I don't know if I should. Yeah, but I'm not a salesman too much, but yeah. I'm not too much of a salesman, but yeah.
So you have some hip hop in you?
Not me like hip hop, but like I have rhythm, I would say. As a musician, I understand okay, sharp to make a certain thing. It might not be like hip hop punchlines, whatever, but like the rhythm will give.
Pockets,
will give the hip hop vibe. Especially like even the song in Makaya, it has a hip hop feel. Like I sing, but it's like I'm talking into it. It was like rap. The rhythm is like rapid singing in a way. And then there's like a first song which is the intro I did with Loki. And then they like I actually sampled a song by Ricky, this song called Awena. Yes, I sampled that song. Also, like the message of the song is just around everything that has happened in the industry, like back since like the dying of people, and everything that has happened, and also Ricky, like I've met him, whatever, and for me he was like so kind and stuff. I want believing in like, oh, my man, you can do this, like about push and whatever. And for me, it was just a thing of Gucci. Let me just do a song like this, and I feel like people resonate with that song a lot. And that Ricky was like a Bruge who's not only in hip hop but like everywhere. Yeah, but so and Loki is rapping in on that. So yeah.
That's fire, man. I had always wondered about what it would be like to kick it with you. I'm like, they put this man in my life so much. What if I just link with him, man? I just don't fuck with him. Or what if we don't fuck with each other? It's just like, it's a pop rule, actually.
Yeah, actually, that thing happens, actually. Mostly like...
Especially when it starts like...
Because there's times... just to shift like with girls, now you like a certain girl, but then when you actually meet them, it's like, ooh,
it's like, hey, this thing is not the one.
It's like some people are just meant for liking, leave it there. Don't go further.
Just like from afar, it was okay.
Good.
No, that's because I also felt that way. I didn't want to ruin it. I'm like, it's a cool bro, I fuck with him. I think it's cool.
Good to go to woo.
Yeah, it's like, where guy, he thinks it's the boy, it's not the one. To seal it off the chop, and which of course we appreciate you for coming out here to chop it with us. I'm sure our audience is gonna love this one. They like for me, I love it when I do different brews outside of the hip hop way. Like it's always an interesting one for me.
Yeah.
What would you say to the people at home? Like, what's next for you? Where are we headed after Caesar Guaco with the album?
Hey man, hey.
Or is that just where we wanna sit for now?
Not. I wouldn't say that's where we want to sit, but like inside Guam, which is my place, there's a lot you'll find out. But same as when you go to someone's place, you realize good how actually this is a nice water. This is a nice water. This is a nice water. Like I wouldn't do it like that, Mara. At my house, we do it like this, like culture shock, whatever stuff like that. But like for me, when you're at my place, there's a lot of stuff that you're gonna find out about me, music-wise. You would see like as much as I've been in a band before, but now I just want to bring it like that again to people who would see. I can do live music. I will perform with the band full on, and that's something that I really wanna push on rather than performing at a club, because I feel like sometimes the times clash, or the timing is not the one, because now I can't be performing at a club at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and I'm performing so emotional songs. I feel like people are drunk. They want to go hard. I feel like as much as it's SINO, it's an artist or whatever, but I feel like sometimes it has to get to a point where I feel like it has to be at the right time. It has to be the right audience also, the right mood of everything. And I feel like, and at times I've actually been approached by people. They were like, "Dog, I feel like you are dope, man. You are so dope, but I feel like you're in a wrong genre." Wrong genre. I take it that you're good to. You can sing what you sing, but somewhere else, but not here. In this setting, because the way you look, the way you are, even the order that you give is like you're so.
Yeah, it's like you're not for this.
Yeah, it's like
for this place.
Polish or something. To sing there. So like for me, you find like there's more band stuff that I'm gonna do. I wanna do like my main goal is to like perform at the Cape Town Jazz Festival. And for me, like that's something that I would like to do, and also go like overseas, perform in my own language. I've listened to jazz like most of the time, like even when I was coming up and stuff. So those like watching those people performing, it's either in Spain, doing all these like festivals, performing in their languages also gives them a good sharp. This is like a dope, like being in Africa, whatever, stuff like that. And for me, those are things that I wanna do. I wouldn't just be an artist that just releases like an album on Friday, Monday, back to Monday. It's like I just don't want. I just wanna do stuff like that. And I feel like also even with piano, it has actually made that thing a norm. You drop today, next week. We've forgotten. You have to drop again the other week. Of which for me it doesn't put so much effort, and you don't have much impact when you do that, because now it's like, as an artist, I wouldn't just want to release music. Also, as an artist, as SINO Yolo, I want people to remember me, have an impact with Ricky. There was a time where he wasn't releasing music, but it's relevant and his influence is there. But I want Nami to be that person where it's like, even if it's not music, but this brew.
Yeah, we feel
like,
the brew.
Yeah, but not just, okay, Shabu was releasing, okay, Shabu were done. There's SINO solo, and that's it. Yeah, but yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Thank you. If ever I come back to the music, I'll DM you.
No, man, actually, like, why don't you come back? Why? Because I was actually, I'm gonna sample your song one day. There's a song, the Zala song. I'm gonna sample that song. Last week I was.
I think that was the first time you
listening
DM'd me like, oh, this song is...
Hey, my man, you want that song? Yo, let's just leave it.
Yeah, please and thank you.
No, but like, why? Why?
I'll tell you after.
Why?
I'll tell you. But like, out here is for me to talk about you, not about me.
Okay, no problem.
But we'll see.
No
we'll
problem,
see what happens.
no problem. Yeah.
I needed some time to myself to just be a man. Choppin It with Bhuda T, MSOLO, twinning them.